Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20, 1889, in a small town called Braunau am Inn in Austria. He was the fourth child of Alois Hitler and Clara Hitler. His father worked as a government officer, and he was very strict. His mother, on the other hand, was kind and gentle. Hitler loved his mother very much. As a child, Hitler was quiet and liked to draw pictures. He enjoyed painting and wanted to become an artist when he grew up. In school, Hitler did well in subjects he liked, such as art and history, but he did not do well in math or science. He often argued with his teachers and did not follow rules. His father wanted him to work for the government, like him, but Hitler wanted to go to art school. After his father died in 1903, Hitler continued to dream about becoming a painter. In 1907, he went to Vienna to apply to the Academy of Fine Arts. But the school rejected his application because they thought his paintings were not good enough. He applied again the next year and was rejected again. These rejections made Hitler very sad and angry. He stayed in Vienna and lived a hard life. He had little money and sometimes slept on the streets. He did small jobs to survive. During this time, he began to read many books about politics and history. He also started to believe in ideas of nationalism, which means loving your country more than anything. He started to believe that Germans were better than other people. He also started to hate Jews and blamed them for his problems. This hatred would later become a big part of his political ideas. In 1914, World War I began. Hitler joined the German army. Even though he was Austrian, he was happy to be a soldier. He served in the war and fought bravely. He was wounded and got medals for his service. He felt proud to fight for Germany. But in 1918, Germany lost the war. This made Hitler very angry. He believed that Germany had not really lost the war. He thought that politicians and Jews had betrayed the German army. This idea became very strong in his mind and stayed with him for the rest of his life. After the war, Hitler did not know what to do. Germany was going through hard times. There was no money, no jobs, and people were unhappy. The country was full of anger and confusion. Hitler stayed in the army for a while and was given a job to spy on political groups. In 1919, he was sent to a small meeting of a group called the German Workers' Party. He liked what they were saying. They talked about making Germany strong again, hating Jews, and fighting communism. Hitler joined the party and quickly became its most popular speaker. People liked the way he spoke. He was loud, emotional, and made people feel proud to be German. In 1920, the party changed its name to the National Socialist German Workers' Party, also known as the Nazi Party. Hitler became the leader of the party. In 1923, he and his followers tried to take control of the government in Munich. This event is called the Beer Hall Putsch. But the plan failed, and Hitler was arrested. He was sent to prison for 5 years, but he only stayed there for 9 months. While in prison, Hitler wrote a book called Mein Kampf, which means My Struggle. In the book, he wrote about his ideas. He said that Germans were the best race. He blamed Jews for Germany's problems. He also said that democracy was weak and Germany needed a strong leader. This book became very important later when Hitler came to power. After prison, Hitler changed his plan. He decided to get power through elections instead of violence. In the 1930s, Germany faced more problems. There was a big economic crisis. Many people had no jobs. Hitler used this situation to gain support. He promised jobs, strong leadership, and pride in being German. He blamed Jews and communists for the country's problems. People were angry and wanted change. Many started to listen to Hitler. In 1933, the Nazi Party became the largest party in Germany. The President of Germany, Paul von Hindenburg, made Hitler the Chancellor, the head of the government. This was a big step for Hitler. Once in power, he quickly started to take full control. After Hindenburg died in 1934, Hitler became the Führer, or the supreme leader of Germany. He had complete power. Hitler changed the way Germany was run. He ended democracy and made sure only the Nazi Party was allowed. He created a secret police called the Gestapo. They arrested, tortured, and killed people who did not agree with him. He used fear to stay in control. He also started big projects to give people jobs, like building roads and factories. Many Germans were happy because their lives seemed to improve. But behind this, Hitler was planning something very dangerous. He passed laws against Jews. Jewish people lost their jobs, their homes, and their rights. They were no longer safe in their own country. In 1938, a terrible event happened called Kristallnacht, or the Night of Broken Glass. On this night, Jewish shops, homes, and synagogues were attacked. Many Jews were arrested and sent to camps. Hitler wanted more land for Germany. He believed Germans needed more space to live, which he called Lebensraum. In 1939, he made a deal with the Soviet Union and then invaded Poland. This started World War II. After that, Germany invaded many other countries like France, Belgium, Denmark, and Norway. Hitler's army was very strong, and for a while, it looked like he might win the war. In 1941, Hitler broke his deal with the Soviet Union and attacked them. This was a big mistake. The war on the Eastern Front became very hard for Germany. At the same time, Japan attacked the United States. Now, the whole world was at war. During the war, Hitler started the Holocaust. This was one of the worst crimes in history. Hitler wanted to remove all Jews from Europe. Jews were forced to leave their homes and were sent to ghettos and camps. In these camps, millions of Jews were killed in gas chambers or died from hunger, sickness, and hard work. Other groups were also targeted, like Roma, Gypsies, disabled people, and people who opposed the Nazis. In total, about 6 million Jews and millions of others were killed. This is known today as genocide. As the war continued, things went bad for Hitler. In 1943, the German army lost a big battle in Stalingrad. After that, the Soviet army started pushing the Germans back. In 1944, British and American forces landed in France on D-Day and started moving toward Germany from the west. Now, Germany was being attacked from both sides. In early 1945, Soviet troops reached Berlin. Hitler was hiding in an underground bunker. He knew the war was lost. On April 30, 1945, Hitler killed himself with a gun. His wife, Eva Braun, also took poison and died with him. A few days later, Germany surrendered. The war in Europe was over. After the war, the world learned about the horrors of the Holocaust. Many Nazi leaders were arrested and put on trial at the Nuremberg trials. They were punished for their crimes. The world said, "Never again," and promised to stop such crimes in the future. Germany was divided into two parts, East Germany and West Germany. The world entered a new time called the Cold War. The memory of Hitler and World War II stayed in people's minds. Today, Adolf Hitler is remembered as one of the most dangerous and cruel leaders in history. His ideas and actions caused the death of millions of people and brought great pain to the world. His life is a warning about what can happen when hate and power go unchecked. We must always remember history, not to praise it, but to learn from it. By learning about Hitler and the terrible events of World War II, we can understand the importance of peace, kindness, and truth. Hitler's story teaches us that one man's hate can destroy the world, but people working together with love and respect can build a better future.